The Olympics. Canadian Olympic Men's Hockey. The Canadian Olympic men's hockey team is made up of the best hockey players of Canadian citizenship. NHL hockey fans from across the country cheer for them in the Olympics. The Canadian team's main rivals are Russia, the United States, the Czech Republic, Finland, the Czech Republic, Finland, and Sweden. Since 1920, Canada has won 7 gold medals in Olympic hockey. In the past, NHL players were not able to compete in the Winter Olympics. Canada would send amateur players to the games instead. In 1998, NHL players began to play on Canada's Olympic hockey team. Canada failed to capture a medal that year in Nagano, Japan. This was very disappointing for the team and for hockey fans across Canada. In 2002, Team Canada captured the gold medal in Salt Lake City, Utah. They defeated the United States in the gold medal game. Hockey fans from across Canada were delighted. Senators' participation on Team Canada. 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, Italy. Wade Redden, Danny Heatley, Jason Spezza alternate. Ottawa's head coach, Jacques Martin, was an assistant coach for the 2002 Team Canada Olympic squad that won a gold medal in Salt Lake City, Utah. Canadian Olympic Women's Hockey. The Canadian Olympic women's hockey team began competing in the Winter Olympics in 1998. That team is made up of players from the National Women's Hockey League, NWHL. The Canadian women's team's biggest international rival is the United States. In 1998, Canada lost to the United States in the gold medal game. Hockey fans in Canada were devastated. However, Canada beat the U.S. team in the gold medal round in 2002 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Then, in 2006, they beat Sweden in Turin, Italy, to again capture the gold medal. The team has been led by star forwards Cassie Campbell and Hayley Wickenheiser. Wickenheiser is the only woman to ever score a goal in a professional men's hockey league game. The Canadian Olympic women's hockey team outscored their opponents 28-0 in their first 2 round-robin games of the 2006 Olympics in Turin, Italy. Popular Senators coaches. Rick Bowness. In the fall of 1992, Rick Bowness was the head coach of the Ottawa Senators. The team had just rejoined the NHL after an absence of more than 55 years. Although Ottawa did not make the playoffs under his leadership, he is the only NHL head coach to spend the first 3 seasons behind the bench of an expansion team. Prior to joining the Senators, Bowness coached the Boston Bruins to the Wales or Eastern Conference Finals in the 1991 to 1992 season. After leaving the Ottawa Senators in 1995, he went on to coach the New York Islanders and the Phoenix Coyotes. Jacques Martin. Jacques Martin was born in 1952 in San Pacifico, hockey career. His coaching career began in the Ontario Hockey League. He coached the Peterborough Petes and then the Golf Platters. His NHL coaching career began with the St. Louis Blues. He won a Stanley Cup in 1996 when he was the assistant coach of the Colorado Avalanche. That same year, Martin became head coach for the Senators. He was known for his laid-back, soft-spoken style. Most NHL coaches are loud and enthusiastic. Martin believes that the best teams are good defenders. His teams are known for their tight-checking defensive style of play. Martin is well respected in the NHL for his knowledge of the game. He won the Jack Adams Award for Top NHL Coach in 1999. In 2004, Martin became head coach of the Florida Panthers. Brian Murray. In 2004, Brian Murray took over the head coaching duties of the Ottawa Senators from Jacques Martin. Murray's coaching career began with Pembroke of the Canadian Junior Hockey League. Next, he coached the Regina Pats of the Canadian Hockey League. The Pats made it to the Memorial Cup. Murray then moved to the American Hockey League, where he coached the Hershey Bears. He won Coach of the Year in the AHL. Murray's first coaching job in the NHL was for the Washington Capitals. While coaching this team, he won the Jack Adams Award in 1984. Murray coached the Capitals from 1982 to 1990. He went on to coach the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the Florida Panthers, and the Detroit Red Wings. Since Murray became the head coach of the Ottawa Senators, they have become a successful team in the league. Making the call. As well as coaches and players, the NHL needs game officials. Game officials are linesmen and referees. Linesmen call offsides and icing, while referees call most of the penalties. Referees need to be good skaters because they have to keep up with the play for an entire game. Unlike hockey players, referees are not able to rest between shifts. Referees are so important to hockey that several have been inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. You can read about them on the Hockey Hall of Fame website at www.legendsofhockey.net. The first step to becoming a referee is to contact a local league office. Training is available at officiating schools, such as the North American School of Officiating in Guelph, Ontario. These schools teach ice positioning, signals, penalty calling, skating skills, and off-ice theory. A referee needs all of these skills so that he or she can make the right calls during a game. Every year, referees attend a week-long training camp. During the camp, fitness level and skating ability are tested. At the end of the week, referees leave camp and head to their first game of the season. Unforgettable moments. During the 2002 to 2003 season, the Ottawa Senators finished the regular season with 113 points. They were awarded the President's Trophy as the NHL's best team. This was the first time they had achieved this much success since rejoining the league. During the playoffs, the Senators advanced to the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals. It was the first time they had made it that far in the playoffs. This was also the first time they had performed better than the Toronto Maple Leafs in the playoffs. However, the Senators lost in the 7th game of the conference finals to the New Jersey Devils. The Devils went on to capture the Stanley Cup. The NHL rules were changed in the 2005 to 2006 season. Hockey games could no longer end in a tie. If a game is tied at the end of regulation time, a 5-minute overtime period is played. Each time is allowed only 4 players plus a goalie on the ice during overtime. If overtime does not produce a winner, the game is decided by a shootout. In that season opening game on October 5th, 2005, the Ottawa Senators and Toronto Maple Leafs were tied 2-2 after 65 minutes of play. Goaltenders Patrick Lalime of the Senators and Martin Brodeur of the New Jersey Devils battled a 7-game series in the 2003 Eastern Conference Finals. They became the first teams in NHL history to decide the outcome of a game in a shootout. In the shootout, Daniel Alfredsson recorded the game-deciding goal, while Danny Heatley also slid the puck past Toronto's Ed Belfour. Alfredsson and Heatley made NHL history. They became the first players in the history of the league to win a hockey game with a shootout goal. To record this historic event, their sticks were sent to the Hockey Hall of Fame. NHL individual and team awards won by the Senators. Name of award: Art Ross Trophy. Awarded to the player with the most points during the regular season. Senators winners: Punch Broadbent, 1922. C.Y. Denny, 1924. Hart Memorial Trophy. The most valuable player: Frank Nybor, 1924. Lady Byng Trophy. The player who best combines hockey skill, sportsmanship, and gentlemanly conduct. Frank Nybor, 1925, 1926. Calder Trophy. The best rookie or first-year player. Daniel Alfredsson, 1996. Jack Adams Award. The coach deemed most influential to the team's success. Jacques Martin, 1999. President's Trophy. The best team during the regular season. Ottawa Senators, 2002 to 2003. Prince of Wales Trophy. The regular season champions of the American Division of the NHL between 1924 and 1938. Ottawa Senators, 1927.